It's a warm, humid evening in Tar Heel tonight. Warm enough that the other form of vampires, the mosquitoes, have finally decided to head out for make their appearance for the year. As we open up our scene this evening at the haven of one Harry Walsh,
Pesky
who
mosquito.
has, yes, 6 or 7 times in the last 15 minutes already killed, 5 or 6 of them. As Walsh's telephone rings, the caller ID reads East Carolina University.
Hello?
Good evening. Could we speak to Mr. Walsh, please?
This is he.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Walsh. My name is Pardeep Indarans. I am the chair of the engineering department at East Carolina University. How are you this evening, Mr. Walsh?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm just getting some final things packed for a move. How about you?
It could be a lot worse. I've gave you a call this evening because we had a chance to review the paperwork that you submitted. Um, everything looks good so far, but unfortunately we have run into a bit of an issue. The social security number that you provided to us seems to have, after running a number of background checks, seems to have come back to another gentleman with a similar name. Um, this actually don't. This is nothing to worry about. It happens on a pretty regular basis. The only thing that we need from you now is just a certified or the original copy of a birth certificate, or a either that or an existing and unexpired passport would suffice as well.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go through my paperwork, find the birth certificate, and fax that over to you.
Okay, that would be excellent. I'm assuming you have out of the appropriate fax numbers, sir.
Yeah. No, not to worry. It was on the original forms when I sent them out when I sent in the application a little while back.
All right, very well. Let's see. We look forward to having you aboard, Mr. Walsh.
Okay. Thanks again.
You have a good night, sir.
You too. Bye bye. Click. Harry Walsh hangs up his phone and promptly proceeds to call another number. Hello?
Click. Oh. Yes, Mr. Walsh.
Dr. Nesbitt, I know it's been a long while, but we've run into a small problem. Suffice it to say that due to certain local politics, I've been transferred out from NC State University. I'm now going to be residing at East Carolina University to defend my thesis and continue our project.
Your point?
Yeah, and unfortunately that means that we need a fresh copy of the birth certificate again because God knows, because apparently the social security number, well, it got mixed up with my old social security number. Long story short, they got another mix up in the paperwork, and now I've got and now it's going to be difficult to transfer.
They
Um,
found out you're dead.
yeah, they found out I'm dead again.
Hang on. I swear, always with the click. Click. You hear Middle Eastern accent come through that you recognize. Shalom.
Oh, hey, David. Or sorry, Red Owl.
Mr. Walsh. Wait. Nesbit? What? Uh, yeah. He did it again. What? He. Oh no, they found out.
I've really got to get a fresh alternate identity with my updated version.
Yeah, you do. Um, if we can handle that, we'd have to figure out a fee. Uh,
Well, there's a couple of outstanding things, but I'm actually on the verge of something new which might interest you. Red Owl. Um,
He knows me. Call me David.
Okay, so, well, yeah. Anyway, David, I've got something new which might interest you. Something I've been
Uh-huh.
working on in the background of my mind while in the middle of my transfer. It's only theoretical at present. I've yet to actually develop the device. But I figured out a way to perfect one element of Ekman's work that may actually be quite useful as a potential energy source. Dr. Nesbitt, this will interest you too, as it will potentially provide the environmental repair issue we were trying to address. Remember, this is for both of you. You remember the basic part of the cosmological expansion, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cosmological constant and how space-time and how zero-point energy is supposedly tied into space-time, and it's a near infinite energy source because space is just expanding infinitely.
Yeah.
Well, I figure if I could tap into that even for a fraction of it and make sure it doesn't go into a runaway reaction, we could have a potentially limitless energy source. I mean, granted, it might screw with the expansion of the universe by a little bit, but and hasten heat death by maybe half a billion years. But on our scale, that's not necessarily a major problem if I can get it controlled. My thought
The
is that
sigh. Hear a sigh from Nesbit. Interesting.
yeah, and I've already worked out a theoretical model on how to do this. All it requires is just a little bit of tweaking. I'm working off a paper which suggested how to use solenoids to generate artificial gravity, which will be necessary to generate the Casimir effect in meaningful quantities. But I think we can pull it off. I just need some time to work out a few of the details, and that's part
Send
of
me
why.
your initials, your initial paperwork, and send Mr. Menashe here the same. Maybe we can triple team this. Get a little faster at it.
Harry hits a couple of keystrokes on his phone. There you guys go. There's the theoretical construct on this one. I should theoretically have this up and running with as soon as I get to ECU. That'll be my first project to work on.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like I said, it's
This is all Nesbit. This is all. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty well. Like I said, it's pretty well just. Apply the artificial apply the artificial gravity to bend space-time into a cone and generate the Casimir effect from there. Have a local version set up in every place that we're going off the grid, and we've got a virtually limitless power source for going off the grid with. I mean, obviously we can't make this public yet because it will jeopardize way too many energy industries, but longer term.
Let me crack some numbers on this. I'll call you back.
Okay.
David. Yeah. You can handle it from here, right? Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. I know. I'll see you gentlemen later. Click. Okay. Let's see. This is David. All right. Let's see. Oh. Look who I found. Tick tick. Yep, that'll do. You'll owe me for this.
How much am I going to owe you?
You know what? Instead of putting a money value on it, let's call it a minor and be done with it.
Well, yeah, so that'll be 2 minors I owe you now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, speaking of that does bring me to another point that I wanted to bring up with you, David. I know that we've been on the project. I know that there's been a project I've been promising to get around to for you guys, but I just realized that technically speaking, I'm not in a position to actually carry through on that project yet, largely because of the fact that I don't know how well I don't know the intricacies of your system yet. Remember I promised you that I was going to upgrade your entire computer system to quantum computing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that you guys have I'm assuming that you guys have something that's very extensive, but again, I don't know very much of the details with it, and I would have to get in there. So I'm thinking. Remember when I offered blood bonds to every single Duke during the last council meeting?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm wondering, would you like potentially, so this way I'm not willing to, so this way I'm not going to break any secrets. We already did me 1 point blood bond to the clan. Should we up that blood bond by a couple of levels? So this way so this way you guys can make sure I'm sworn to secrecy, and then can drop in that quantum computing stuff for you.
We'll think about it. I'll need to talk to the family.
All right.
And see what they're comfortable with, because it will be invading the privacy of pretty much everybody in the state.
No, I understand that, but at the same time, at least, like I said, if I'm sworn to secrecy because of if I'm sworn to secrecy and enforced on that via blood bond, then it's just basically I'm just the tech support guy.
Huh.
I'm just the IT guy.
Right.
But again, your
Give
call.
me a couple of nights to talk to the family, get their opinions,
All right.
and I'll get back to you on that.
All right.
But I'm still interested. I still like the idea.
Yeah, and like I said, if you do get the family up and running for that, I may end up deciding to power. I may end up deciding to power the whole thing via the new limitless energy system, if we can get that thing built up and running. I mean, a single power supply with near limitless energy for your entire network. It'd address the power blackouts and other problems like that.
Huh.
Okay. Not that you guys don't have generators and stuff, but it's a little easier when you're not having to rely on fuel reserves.
True.
All right.
All
right. So that's 2 minor.
Where does this info need to go?
Oh, this needs to go to, and Harry gives the fax number for East Carolina University.
And he types it. You hear clicking in the back. You hear typing in the background. Ah. ECU. Okay, ECU. Gotcha. Engineering. Okay, understood.
So that means you've got a fresh alternate identity now and ready back to go again?
It'll get you through them. It's not terribly good. You've essentially only got birth. You're a person.
Well, that's good enough. I can
work.
expand the rest from there.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, we'll get back to it, and I'll catch you later. I'll catch you later, Dick Menage. Oh, sorry, David. No, we'll find it secure.
It's okay, Harry. Don't worry. I'll see you in a few.
Right. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
All right, Harry, as you're hanging up the phone, you hear a beep coming through, or you hear another call coming through.
Harry pulls it up. Yellow.
There's a brief pause. Good evening. Can I speak to Mr. Walsh, please?
This is he.
Good evening, Mr. Walsh. How are you this evening?
Reasonably well. To whom am I speaking?
Hi, my name is Bill. I'm with the North Carolina Fraternal Order of Police, and I was just calling this evening. We are currently in the middle of our donation drive this month, and just curious, would you be interested in making any donations at all at this time? And just so you know, these particular donations do not go to the police department themselves. They go to the order, and the order is actually set up as a fund to support the children and widows and widowers of officers that have been killed in the line of duty.
Yeah, sure. No, I see no problem with making donations tonight. Let me see what. Let me pull up my bank account information while I'm on the phone with you here. I'll put you on speaker. Harry pulls up some information. Now, out of character, I haven't spent any of my favors for the last few months.
No, you've not spent anything. You've got a pretty up there amount.
Yeah, so let's just say $1,000, 5 favors.
Ah, thank you very much, sir. So, how would you like to make that donation this evening? It's available via. We can accept personal check, credit card offer, cashier's check.
Harry mentions his credit card information.
All right, that's it. And again, we do appreciate your donation this evening, sir. Like I said, just so you know, and this will go into a state fund to which the again, like I said, the children and widows and widowers of the of officers that have been injured and killed in the line of duty will be supported via.
Yeah.
And
Well,
also, just so you know, if you're interested, we also have a monthly newsletter that we also send out via email or via snail mail. And yes, we still do that. And unfortunately, there are some ladies and gentlemen in the state that are still partial to the old ways. It's like, say, if you'd be interested in, would you be interested in that newsletter at all?
actually, yes, I would be interested in both copies. One email, one snail mail, please. Just so this way I can, just this way I have a hard copy that I can store and in case my email goes down. On the subject, I wanted to ask you guys tonight. Since you're here, what is the current state of your guys' work with advanced forensic tech right now? Are you guys on backlog order right now? Because if so, I'm currently just in my way to transferring to East Carolina University. So if you guys need somebody to give you a hand with ballistics work, I may even also know somebody who might be able to help you guys get the electronic brain fingerprinting technology for murder investigations and the like.
Unfortunately, sir, that's something that we actually don't have access to. I can give you a 1-800 number if you would like. This is the number for the recruiting department for the state, and they can get you to your local sheriff's office if you would be if that would do.
Oh, that sounds great.
And he riddles off a number for you.
Yep, Harry writes that. Harry jots it down. Even though he doesn't need to, he jots it down anyway. Thanks a bunch for calling this evening. I hope that helps a little bit towards the widows and orphans. And you know what? Depending on how things go with my transfer to East Carolina, and if I've saved up enough in the next little while, I might actually start a small scholarship for a couple of those orphans. You know, maybe getting into the hard side, maybe getting into STEM fields themselves. And I'll make sure that it goes to the fraternity coordinator.
That would be great, sir. If you're at all interested in that, don't hesitate to give us a call.
Will do. I'll make sure once I've got my move finalized, I'll make sure to give you guys a call back.
All right. You have a great afternoon, sir.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, the line is dead.
Harry hangs up, raises an eyebrow, shakes his head, and goes on about his business. Calls back the head of the engineering department.
You have reached Pardeep Indiran, department head of engineering at East Carolina University. I am unable to take your call at this moment, as I am out of the office or not at my desk. Please leave your name, number, and a detailed message after the beep, and I will return your call as soon as possible. Thanks. Have a great day.
Harry leaves a message. Hi, it's Harry Walsh calling back. I just faxed you the relevant information. Hopefully that puts my paperwork in order, and I will be seeing you guys at East Carolina in relatively short order. Looking forward to seeing you and getting started back on work. Catch you later. Bye-bye. And with that, Harry hangs up, and unless there was anything else we needed to cover.
That'd be it. Like I said, unless Walt has anything.
Actually.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Harry, it's Harry.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. Some friends of mine told me you made a donation.
Yes? What's wrong with that?
Just calling to say thank you.
Oh, no worries then.
Did you have somebody in mind, or just want to get it to whoever?
I just wanted to get it to whoever.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, I'm in
Hey,
the middle
Rocco.
of... Pardon?
Hey, Rocco. Yeah, boss? He said whoever. All right. Can do. Thanks, Harry.
No
You
problems.
hear the deeper voice saying thank you.
All right.
All right. That's all I needed. Yeah. If you need some.
Yeah, I'll be sure to give you a call, Harry.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I gotta run, so I'll catch you guys later.
Okay. Bye. Click.
All right. And with that, I think we can end the scene there because I've got IRL stuff to take care of.
Yep.
All right.
No problem.
That's it. All right. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching.